Each week, from across America, 2 families are chosen. This week, the Harrises, a traditional family from Oklahoma. Dawn has to do a home typing job for 8 hours a day, as well as look after her kids and her demanding husband. And the Vanoi family from Texas. Kim is a tough, no-nonsense career woman who leaves all the housework and childcare to house husband Hallmark. Each wife is about to get a new husband, new children, and a new life. In the first week, the wives must live by the rules of their new family, however different they may seem.
Oh my goodness, he's a house husband.
He's a lazy, slob, male, chauvinist pig.
For the first time, housebound Dawn goes out to work and discovers how it feels to be treated like a princess.
If you need anything else, just let me know.
I could get very used to being treated like this.
While Kim has to survive on 4 hours sleep a night, scrub the toilet, and submit to a dominating husband.
You have her ball and chain to this house.
Then, in the second week, the wives get to change everything as they impose their lifestyle on their new family.
Jimmy, you are now going to be a stay-at-home dad.
Hallmark, you need to become the man of the house. Real men should be outdoors, doing hard physical work, not in the kitchen wearing aprons.
You can't even make them a hot breakfast on their first day of school.
I don't know what the hell you're saying. Just shut up.
This is America. I can quit a job if I want.
America was not built on quitters.
Real homes.
I'm here to make sure that you do what she does so that you understand what she goes through on a daily basis.
Real lives.
If there's something I don't like, then I'm gonna put my foot down and say no.
I'm in charge. You have to do. This is my week.
Real drama.
Just bring my wife back now and get rid of her.
In Oklahoma, Dawn Harris is an obedient wife who lives her life according to good old-fashioned Christian values.
Amen. Thank you. We believe that the best place for the mother is in the home and to raise the children.
Husband and head of the household is construction worker Jimmy.
My belief in being the head of the household is a man should go out and work by the sweat of his brow, and a woman should be submissive to her husband.
It's a role that Dawn fulfills without question.
I get up at 5:30 in the morning to get up with Jimmy to make his coffee and lunch for the day.
I expect her to get up with me because she's my wife, and that's what wives do.
Love you.
Love you.
Once she's packed Jimmy off to work, Dawn gets down to the job of looking after her 3 kids, 12-year-old Zach, 9-year-old Colton, and Anna Lee, who is 6. She also does all the chores, all the cleaning, and all the laundry. On top of this, to make ends meet, Dawn also holds down a full-time job, working from home as a medical transcriptionist.
I think my mom needs to slow down in all the work, and she needs to not do as much of her job and chores.
The typing is interrupted when she stops to cook Jimmy's dinner. He expects it to be ready the minute he's home from work.
If I come home and dinner's not ready and there's nothing to eat, well, then I'll get kind of pissed off.
I take pride in the fact that he works so hard for our family, and he's the bacon winner, and I cook it up for him when he brings it home.
And once everyone else has gone to bed, Dawn then goes back to her desk, often working until 3 a.m. to finish her work.
It does get tedious and long, and sometimes I'm just like, I just gotta go to bed. I just can't do this. And sometimes I do, and then I'll end up having to work a Saturday because I just couldn't do it any longer that night.
But at least she can look forward to 4 hours sleep before she has to be up again to make Jimmy's coffee.
As far as who gets their needs met in the house, I believe I'm probably at the end of the pecking order, right behind the dog.
But now, Dawn is about to abandon all this to exchange lives with a woman she's never met 200 miles away in Texas. Kim Kim Vanoi is a high-powered working wife. She's a hard-nosed boss in the dog-eat-dog world of auto sales, and she calls the shots both at work and at home.
Tell me about the driver's information center.
Right here.
I wear the pants in the family. The pants, the skirt, the trousers, the socks, the shoes. I have the 9 to 5 and bring home the majority of the household income. I could never see myself stuck in the house and tied to the kitchen. That's not my idea of living life.
While Kim's out pursuing her career, her house husband Hallmark is happy to let her rule the roost.
If she wants to be in charge, you're in charge, you know? Okay, you're in charge. Be in charge. Let me know what I can do to help.
They've only been married 8 months, but Hallmark already knows his place. As well as all the household duties, he also has to look after Bailey, Kim's daughter from her previous marriage.
Me and Hallmark like to play tea parties, and sometimes we play real parties.
It's a role that suits Hallmark because he's an out-of-work actor waiting for Hollywood to come calling.
One phone call can change your life. One producer saying yes can change your life.
Hallmark's not cut out for full-time work. If he wants to go on an audition, he can go on an audition. A traditional 9 to 5, I think, would get in the way of that. So he's in a perfect situation, and I'm benefiting because of that.
Look at this.
And she's happy to support him as long as Hallmark continues to spoil her, though she's quick to let him know when he doesn't meet her high standards.
There you go. If you need anything.
Thank you, Charles.
Yes.
He does a very good job most of the time at spoiling me. Ever since we first started dating.
Can you believe? He does a good job of it some of the time.
I said most of the
Yeah,
time.
most of the time.
It's the day of the swap, and the two wives prepare to leave their lives behind. What do the couples hope to gain from the swap?
I'm kind of hoping that Jimmy will see how much I do around the house and maybe not take me for granted so much.
My motivation for doing the swap, if I can lead the housewives to a revolution, then I think my work will be done.
Kimberly may very well make mincemeat of the swap husband. Bye. She can get really angry really quickly. And so what I'm hoping for is a really mellow and laid back person to come in so I can relax.
After a 3-hour drive, the wives get to see where they will be living for the next 2 weeks. Before they meet their new families, they have a chance to explore their new homes.
There's nothing, there's no junk.
I love the floors. This is a nice house.
Carpet's god-awful filthy, and it looks like he needs to do the dishes.
I'm so nosy. This is like heaven for me.
Well, he can make his own coffee because I don't even know how to use a coffee maker.
I have lots of clothes.
This is very librarian, school mom-ish.
Look at the shoes, look at the shoes. I have 2 pairs of shoes that I wear all the time.
Oh, yeah, he's freaking huge.
To Kim, the world's greatest lover. He really loves his wife. They've got stuff all over. He must be a romantic.
And I found the reading material.
I've never met a man that had a headshot before.
That's embarrassing.
Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their home.
We believe that a woman's place is in the home, and a real mom stays at home and takes care of the children.
Oh my goodness, he's a house husband. Oh!
We don't agree with mothers who choose to have a career instead of being full-time moms. You guys have got to be joking.
In my opinion, a man is the provider, and they work full-time or more than full-time. That's just kind of funny to me.
He will gripe and moan if the house is not up to his high standards when he gets in the door. Really?
I expect the house to be clean when I get home. If the house looks crappy, I can be a bitch.
He's a lazy, slob, male, chauvinist pig.
Kim Vanoi has given up her life as a career woman and pampered wife to swap with Dawn Harris, a stay-at-home mother of 3 with a dominating husband. For the first week, the wives must live by their new family's rules. Later, they get to make some changes. It's the moment of truth. The two wives are about to come face to face with their new children and their new husbands.
Right now, I'm very nervous.
Hi.
Hi.
Come on. Come on.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Fine, how are you? Nice to finally meet you.
Hi, Annalie.
This is Annalie.
And you must be Zach.
Zach.
And you must be Colton.
Colton.
You must be Dawn. Is that correct?
Yes. Are
This
you
is
Bailey?
Bailey.
Hi.
And
And
you
I'm
must
Jim.
be Jimmy.
And you're?
I'm Kim.
Hi. Nice meeting you.
It's nice to
very
meet
Very
you,
nice
too.
meeting you.
Well, wonderful. You're so warm and wonderful. This is
Well,
awesome. I'm
I'm so
liking this
excited.
already.
What was your nightmare swap?
Somebody that would be just absolutely just lazy and not do anything at all.
Okay.
What was yours?
A male chauvinist.
Yeah. That's pretty much not what I am.
Okay. He's been very cordial thus far. As the week progresses, I have a feeling that he'll be a little bit more demanding and a little less personable, in which the real problem, I think, will come in.
So you do all the cooking. I really found it interesting that you stay here and you do all that, because Jimmy doesn't do, like I said, anything in the house. I've never seen a man actually cook. It is odd for me. I want to just get in there and do everything, and it's just really odd that I just have to sit.
Jimmy seldom helps in the kitchen and thinks the kitchen is the woman's domain and expects dinner to be ready when he comes home from work.
I think she's a very outgoing person, a person that stands on her own 2 feet. Oh, Kim.
Oh, Jimmy.
She just kind of lets everybody know how it is, and she stands her ground.
Oh, it looks wonderful.
All right, well, we'll see. She just reminds me of an old friend, and she seems really warm and friendly and sweet and very real and very genuine, so, you know, I couldn't be more pleased.
It's 5:30 a.m. on the first morning of the swap. Before Jimmy goes to work, he wants his coffee.
Hey, Kim, could you get up and help me get off this morning?
I shouldn't have to wake up just to make some coffee.
Here's my cup, the coffee, the filter, everything's right here.
Half a cup of sugar, half a cup of cream, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
If somebody wants their spouse to wake up before they normally would, just to make them coffee and say goodbye in the morning, I think that that's very selfish. It's dirty, it hasn't been washed. If he's a grown man and the man is the ruler of the home, then surely the man knows how to brew his own coffee.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
What a complete and utter jerk. If I were her, I wouldn't put up with that.
In Texas, Dawn's day starts with Hallmark serving her breakfast in bed.
Good morning.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's just beautiful.
If you need anything else, just let me know.
Okay,
Okay, give me a shout.
thank you. I could get very used to being treated like this. She's really lucky. He really pampers people.
While Hallmark begins another day at home, Dawn prepares to leave for her first day of work as a high-powered executive.
It's nice to be able to get up and have a shower first thing in the morning. At home, it takes me all day to get around to where I can have a shower.
In Oklahoma, Kim is getting to grips with Dawn's daily routine. There's a sink full of dirty dishes, 3 loads of laundry, hungry kids to feed, and all the household chores. It's soon clear to Kim that Dawn doesn't have time to do everything.
It's no wonder there's maggots in the kitchen. I know she hates her job, and I know she hates to clean house because she does a really poor job of it.
But all the housework has to be fitted in around her 8 hours a day of typing medical transcripts. At the car franchise managed by Kim, Dawn is introduced to the sales team, given a tour of the workshop, and spends the day learning sales talk and car jargon.
The automatic transmission is the 6-cylinder and your radiator overflow. That's the extra protection that's built in there.
Okay. I do feel like it's probably like a big step for me to be back out into the working world.
While Hallmark finishes the housework, Dawn realizes how uncomfortable she is having the traditional roles reversed.
Now that I've experienced Kim's work and I know what it's like to be her and do her job, she is more the man, in my opinion, in the relationship, and he is more the woman doing the woman's work. That's just not the way that it is at our house and not the way that I would want it to be in my marriage.
In Oklahoma, Kim is running hours behind schedule, and Jimmy's arrived home expecting dinner.
How was your day today?
Don't get me started. I'm very busy. There's tons of transcripting work to do. The kids all need to bathe, and the dinner is not ready.
Well, you look nice, and you've done a good job around here, and I appreciate it.
I haven't even taken a bath today. I have no makeup on, haven't taken a bath, so do not patronize me by telling me that I look nice.
I'm not used to being yelled at by a woman or any other person, and I will not tolerate it by anybody. I'll just walk off because I think it's just stupidity.
After feeding the family and clearing up afterwards, it's straight back to work to carry on with Dawn's job. She's so far behind, she has to work long into the night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. 12:30. It's 12:33. And they're just now going to bed, and I'm still up working. This isn't fun. I want my life back.
It's the third day of the swap, and the new school term is starting in Texas.
All right.
Hallmark drops Bailey off at school, and Dawn has come too while on her way to work.
Come on.
In our area, it's usually the mothers that do all the school activities and things at the school. The dad dropping and picking off the kids to me is kind of odd.
Dawn is mystified by the fact that Hallmark doesn't seem to have any paid work. She decides to examine his resume and discovers the truth about his acting career.
But this is all. He would have listed everything he's done since he's been an actor for the last 18 years, and it's all on one page. And I don't know. They all sound like kind of almost extras.
That evening, Dawn tackles Hallmark over his failed career.
I don't know what kind of motivates you.
My goal is to be in one good film.
Right.
One classic. And you know what? The chances of me doing that are truly slim to none.
And you're willing to take that chance.
I'm willing to take that chance.
Hallmark seems to have, the house, the wife, the child, but he doesn't have a job, and that to me doesn't just add up. Because this acting thing is not working, it's not bringing in money, and that's something I do not respect. In the second week, I plan on making him go have a full-time job to where he can't stay at home all day and be Mr. Mom and just putter around the house. I don't care for slackers.
After 5 long days of doing Dawn's non-stop duties, Kim is exhausted.
Living my life as her has been absolutely miserable. If she wants to be a housewife, then so be it. But she shouldn't feel that she has to do it. She shouldn't feel that she's alone in doing it. He's responsible for helping her with the chores that she cannot get done in a day.
She's decided to confront Jimmy over his refusal to lift a finger in the house.
Taking care of children is a full-time job. Would you agree?
Yes, I would.
Okay, well then, why is she doing 2 full-time jobs? Because it takes her 7 hours to finish the transcription.
She chose to do 2 jobs. She wants to do 2 jobs. She wants to raise
Why
the
don't
kids.
you help her?
Because I don't want to.
You have her ball and chain to this house.
Maybe she should organize her day better.
No, Jimmy. Maybe you should lighten up and start treating her like a person and not an employee. That type of backwoods redneck philosophy is absolute. I'm really looking forward to changing the rules tomorrow because Jimmy needs to wake up and smell the coffee. No pun intended, of course, because he'll be making his own coffee. He's going to get a taste of his own medicine, and I cannot wait to be the one that administers the first dose.
Today, everything is about to change in the Harris and Vanoi households as the new wives take control.
I think I'm gonna turn Hallmark into a real man, and he's gonna know what it's like to really work.
The fact that I'm going to be on Jimmy's back 24 hours, 7 days a week, and I'm calling the shots, that's going to kill him. And I'm going to make sure that it does kill him.
She gets a big head and thinks she can boss me around. She done screwed with the wrong damn redneck, I guarantee it.
The wives summon the families to the rules change ceremony. It's time for the wives to lay down the rules which the families must obey.
Hallmark, you need to become the man of the house and stop doing the things that are normally for women. Real men should be outdoors doing hard physical work that is so tough they come home with calluses on their hands, not in the kitchen wearing aprons. As the man of the house, you should be the breadwinner. And so for the rest of the week, I will be staying home and you will go out to a full-time manual labor job.
Okay.
Jimmy, you get to see this week just what goes into running a household. You are now going to be a stay-at-home dad. That includes doing all of the chores, all of the cleaning, and all of the childcare. You'll also be doing her transcription job. I lived your wife's life, and if you're such a man, and the man is better than a woman, then why can't you do her job? Why can't you do it better than she does it?
So Hallmark, you are now completely banned from the kitchen.
Oh.
And Bailey, I'm gonna teach you all the essential skills that a daughter needs to know. I bought you a cooking set, and I'm gonna give you cooking lessons.
Yay, thank you.
Cooking is also a part of your household duties, and you will need to wear this.
Yeah. I'll wear that about to the trash.
Hallmark, you're nearly 40 years old. Your dreams of Hollywood stardom are self-indulgent, unrealistic, and as of now, over.
The rule change is telling me that my life is screwed up, and when you tell somebody their life is screwed up, it just might mess with their head.
One more thing, I'm the mom, I'm in charge, whatever I say goes, and my word is final.
I think those two are gonna have a big fight about who does what chores and stuff.
I just hope he falls on his face, and I will do absolutely nothing to help him. Nothing at all.
I'll go in there and prove wrong in a damn heartbeat. I'll work circles around her. You know, I'll work circles around anybody.
Hallmark's Hollywood dreams are going up in smoke. Dawn makes him burn his headshots and resumes.
Burning black and white 8x10s of myself and burning resumes, not a good thing.
I think the rest of the week is going to be very tense because I think his feelings have been hurt.
Are we roasting something?
We're roasting Hallmark. We're making the new man.
I think that crazy bitch has lost her mind.
In Texas, Dawn is now in charge of childcare and takes Bailey to school.
I feel pleased that I am now in charge of Bailey in the house, and I enjoy more taking Bailey to school and packing lunches and things.
Now that Hallmark has to be the breadwinner, Dawn has arranged for him to do a variety of laboring jobs. Today, he's digging ditches.
I'm hoping that Hallmark will realize that normal people get up every morning and do go to work. This is kind of drastic measures to shock him into reality and kind of just give him a jolt to see if he can wake up.
If Dawn thinks that real men are out busting their backs and getting calluses on their hands, and that's what makes a real man, God bless her.
In Oklahoma, Kim is now in charge. She's determined to work Jimmy as hard as possible so he'll realize how hard Dawn works.
Do you have any idea how late you're going to be up tonight because you are starting so late?
My worst nightmare was she was gonna put me in there transcribing, and I knew that was what she was gonna do. And you want me to do the full 8 hours every day?
Everything that she does. I'm here to make sure that you do what she does so that you understand what she goes through on a daily basis. That's why I'm here.
And it's not just 8 hours of transcribing he has to do. There's all the household chores, too.
Did you wash the tub at all?
And there's still plenty of gunk underneath the toilet.
You want me to type or are you gonna run your mouth?
You should be able to do both. Jimmy, clean the shower for your new wife, Jimmy. Shower, 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 clean, clean, clean.
Well, matter of fact, I want to go outside and tired of this. If somebody's going to come into your house and help you, well then, you know, they shouldn't just pester the out of you.
In a different setting, I would force him to do it or I would fire him. And Dawn needs to either force him to do it or get rid of him.
Just bring my wife back now and get rid of her.
Bailey's finding out what it's like to have a stay-at-home mother.
I think it's nice having a mom staying at the house, start cooking together where I can have some practice.
Can I lick this?
The cooking class means that dinner's running late. Hallmark thinks Dawn isn't doing the house duties properly.
Bailey's bedtime is 8 p.m. Dinner's supposed to be at 6:30, but she doesn't serve dinner and she doesn't feed the child until 8:30. Well, then she's failing.
That's not the only thing that Hallmark wants to criticize.
Did you get Bailey to school on time?
We were 9 minutes late.
Really, it's just unacceptable. Because, you know, every time a child is tardy, it becomes a part of their record.
Oh, does it? I didn't. Well,
Of course you know that. So, I mean, it's a concern now, my point.
I'm in charge. I'm supposed to be in charge right now. Before it was just kind of acting and playing for him and he was just having a good time. But now that he's really got to get down to the nitty-gritty and see what the rule changes are, I think he's having a lot of problems with that. And it's very tense in the house, and I think it will be until Friday.
Jimmy, you only have like 20 minutes or so. You better hustle.
It's day 2 of Kim's rules, and she's not letting up in her mission to revolutionize the Harris household. Jimmy's floundering under the pressure.
You can't even make them a hot breakfast on their first day of school. You didn't give them toast to go with their cereal. You didn't give them any juice to go with their cereal, and that's okay.
All I hear coming out of your mouth is blah, 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 blah. I don't know what the hell you're saying. Just shut up.
If you're gonna do Dawn's job, Jimmy, then you need to do it, and not half-ass like you tell her she does it.
Finally, they leave the house, though Zach is missing a shoe and Jimmy is wearing his wife's flip-flops.
Y'all have a good day. He blundered that completely. They didn't really eat breakfast. They piddled at their cereal. Zach didn't eat at all, and that's not really what you want for your kids on their first day of school.
Because it's usually Dawn's job, Jimmy has never taken his kids to school.
I missed, you know, Zach's first day, Colton's first day, you know, and missed Anna Lee's kindergarten last year. Are you nervous? No. It was just nice being able to be with my kids, you know. That's, you know, it was just great taking them to school and seeing stuff. And I never get to see that, you know. You know, you miss it, but you don't know how much you miss it until you actually get to take them one day. And, you know, I just appreciate the fact that I had a chance to do all this, you know.
In Texas, Hallmark is reluctantly reporting for work.
Yeah, I really don't know why I'm here.
Dawn has sent him to a warehouse where his job today is scrubbing school lockers.
I don't know why Dawn wants me to do this job. Maybe I'm just a joke to Dawn, and I don't know it. I don't think Dawn respects me in any way.
But after just 20 minutes, he wants to throw in the towel. Before he can leave, he must explain himself to the boss.
I understand you're not gonna clean the lockers. Is that correct?
Right.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
You know, like, I don't like people who come in with an attitude, who come in and don't say, you know, okay, they're gonna clean the lockers, they're gonna do something, but then it's beneath them.
This is America. I can quit a job if I want
But
to.
America was not built on quitters. To quit is poor reflection on you, poor reflection on your character, and I don't think your wife would be too happy about it either. And I suppose you got no one else to take your place, right?
No, I don't.
So you're just gonna leave us high and dry?
She's about to get it from me. If she gets angry or confrontational with me, then, you know, we're gonna have it out. Because I'm not taking this. I'm not taking this from her, man.
It's day 3 of the rules changes. Kim's mission to make Jimmy realize how hard his wife works is paying off.
I realize Dawn does need help. This is a lot of stuff to do. Kind of makes you feel like you're somebody's employee, and I don't want her to feel that way. I want her to feel like she's my wife.
In Texas, Hallmark has called Dawn to tell her he's walked out of his job. She thinks he's not following her rules and feels she must now confront him. It's something she would never do with her own husband. She's terrified.
I wish he was here tonight to put people in their place for me, because I don't do that kind of a thing. I could never imagine Jimmy coming home and saying to me, my job sucked, I quit.
You know, if there's something I don't like, then I'm gonna put my foot down and say no.
But this is my week.
Well, good for you.
And I'm in charge of the rules this week, and so I wanted just to have the proof in seeing and knowing that you could do these things and knowing that you're, you know, a man and that you can get out there and you can bust your ass just like everybody else.
As punishment for quitting his job, Dawn wants Hallmark to clear the leaves from the yard.
I'm in charge. You have to do. This is my week.
Oh, you're in charge.
Yes. And the rules are the yard has to be cleaned.
You want me to go do this tonight? I'm sorry, but I'm not doing it.
Hallmark caves in and Dawn's elated. For the first time, she's finding out what it feels like to be the boss of the household.
I've learned about myself that it's okay that I can stand up and I can speak my mind and the world doesn't end. I feel empowered now. I'm gonna go home and kick some ass.
For Hallmark to be put in his place by a woman as passive as Dawn has opened his eyes to the problems affecting his own relationship.
I think the swap has raised some questions in my relationship with my wife. Kim wants to feel like she's in control. And so what do? I go, okay, fine, you're in control. The whole thing has got to be changed for the better, or I can't see spending my life the same way.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. An exhausted and emotional Jimmy realizes how his wife must feel.
Dawn's never told me that she's unhappy. If I thought for 1 minute that she was, I would have done anything to fix that.
On the last morning, Jimmy gets up early and serves a hot breakfast. He's a changed man.
Breakfast was a complete change around.
Okay, everybody has drinks, everybody has food, everybody has napkins.
I was very impressed. This hot breakfast is great.
I should make it more often. Because it was actually fun.
So this morning, Jimmy gets a little smiley face on his daily journal from me.
After spending 2 weeks together, Hallmark and Dawn have both realized they no longer want to live life dominated by their partners.
What are you going to take away from this? Because I am taking away that I'm going to go home and assert myself. I'm taking away that I'm going to go home and say, you know what? Get up off your ass and help me in the kitchen.
Yeah. It seems to me that we're both sort of looking for the same kind of an answer,
right,
or the same kind of a change in our
marriages.
Our mates.
Right.
On their last evening together, Jimmy has an opportunity to tell Kim how he's now feeling.
I just want you to know that, things I said and things I've done, I greatly apologize for. I could never apologize enough because it means that much to me to say I'm sorry to you. You showed me how to love my family more.
Really? Aww.
I just want you to know you'll be a friend, forever. And you're always welcome.
Oh, oh God.
I wouldn't have taken him for someone to open up so freely to someone that he couldn't stand, but I think it's great. I was able to touch a part of Jimmy that will make him a better husband.
It's the final day of the swap, and the wives prepare to return home to their families.
I've really learned to appreciate my family more and not take everything that I have as a mom for granted.
I'm gonna miss you so much.
I don't know how Jimmy's going to take what I have to say, because it depends on what kind of week he's had. If he's had, you know, the week from heck with Kim, he might be a little on edge already. So we'll just kind of have to gauge where he's at and how harsh I want to put it to him.
Yeah?
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
It's kind of hard not to
Whose idea was this?
It's judgment time as the couples come face to face across the table.
Well, I think you two are very similar. Hallmark and I were thinking, because Hallmark and I are very passive and you two are very, you know, aggressive go-getters. I was kind of hoping you would butt heads so that you could feel how it feels to be on the other end of the head button.
The things I've done in the past are the things I've done in the past.
Right.
So, you know, that's wrong. People need to have a switch turned on. She turned my switch on and made me have a bigger heart toward the feeling of others.
Kim has a quick temper and a shorter, you know. The point is, you get angry about little tiny things. Losing your temper over the smallest things just absolutely drives me crazy. And yet, you do it usually on a daily basis. I just don't want to spend my time arguing with my mate.
I agree.
That's all.
I agree. 100%.
It sounds like you and I have the same problems, and I hope that I helped you when I told you last night, you know, everything I was feeling. Maybe work a little bit better with Hallmark.
Well, in the future, I think I'd like you to take responsibility for, you know, 2 meals a week, you know, even if it is a Friday and a Saturday. And I would like, when I do assert myself to you, that you come back at me softer, not with the finger pointing and the bad words.
But I don't think you'll have to stand up to me anymore, because Kim's, she's taught me a few things. She really pointed me in the right direction with a bunch of things by making me do what she made me do.
You'd be surprised what he had to go through this week at Camp Kim.
Cooking's no problem. Taking care of the kids, putting them to bed, giving them their baths, and reading them stories before they go to bed is no problem.
Wow.
I think there's just was a small bit of denial, which was what Kim, which is what Kim told me I had a large problem with.
It took us a while to get there, but he did.
I got it.
Cool.
The couples leave to return home to their children.
All right, bye, Jimmy.
Good luck.
I forgot you had no hair.
Jimmy, to do all chores and childcare, this house needs to be deep cleaned. Do you think Daddy should be doing all the chores?
Yeah.
Wife does household chores. Well, we know that's not going to stay.
Since the swap, there have been some changes in the Vanoi household. They've hired a maid, and Hallmark's got a job.
My job is painting, and it's hard work, and sometimes it's dangerous.
And Kim has found ways to manage her anger.
Since the swap, I feel like Kim is improving with her temper.
I've definitely tried to tone it down, and I'll stop and I'll think about it, pray about it before I speak about it, and I think that my temper's gotten much better.
And in the Harris household, there have been some even bigger changes.
Since the swap, Jimmy has changed a lot. He's helping so much more. It's taken the burden off me 100%.
on Saturday with cleaning. Both of us, I get up early and start, and then she'll get up a couple hours after me. I let her sleep in when she gets up, and then we both just bang it out.
Since the show, Jimmy's been cooking, and he cooks the whole meal. He cooks really good. I'm just very shocked that he can cook. Thank you. I feel that taking part in Wife Swap has made my husband a better husband.
Hocked my lunchbox, got you some flowers.
Thank you.
Love sneaking up behind me. I wasn't ready for his sneaky ways. I wasn't ready for those sleepy days to wait.